So we're here at the Parks Garden Center, is that right?
Yep.
In Canfield, Ohio?
Yep.
And they've begun to line up today's pumpkins for this year's contest. And here's Julie's pumpkin here, number 9.
Lucky number. They only tag up to 20. But all of these standings get changed depending on if the pumpkin goes heavy or light.
And he's got something he always does now.
So how many are there altogether?
I am not sure. I know there were 38 entries, but we don't know that everybody showed up.
Okay. There's about 28 pumpkins here?
Yeah, 28.
Okay. And what time will they start weighing them?
Should be right around 10 o'clock, I believe.
Okay.
And I think they start at the lightest and then go to the heaviest.
So this is the culmination of how long of a journey?
120.
Since you were what?
130 days.
5-year-old, 7-year-old little girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always dreamed of growing. No, I'm kidding.
Always dreamed, yeah.
No, Rick started growing in 2020, my coach. And we started going back there, and it never even crossed my mind to do it. And then he approached me in the spring and said, "What do you think about doing it?" And at first my mind said, "No, thank you." And then I thought about it for like probably an hour, and I texted back and said, "Let's do it.
Nice.
See what we can do." So he asked me what my
Where's
goal.
Rick at?
Rick is over there.
Rick's over there by the...
He's in the orange
He's one
and
of those
black.
guys?
How do you get one of them jackets?
2,000 pounds.
You got to hit 2K?
I gotta hit 2. I don't think I'll hit that. I don't think I'll hit that. I don't think I'll hit that. I don't think I'll hit that.
Point. It's Big Pumpkin, baby. Big Pumpkin. Yeah. You know I carve 'em, cut 'em, break 'em open to scrape out all the seeds and take 'em out the hood. Yeah, it's smelling good. I'll bake 'em up and eat 'em. Outside it's cold and freezing. Talking about pumpkin season. Better get a booty out to the patch and pick one that's decent. On the farm where they keep 'em, looking like a flood. Everything is in mud and I tweet while I'm picking 'em up. Hashtag pumpkin, give me your guts. Want a place that is dry that'll warm me up. I go to the drinking hut. Yeah, they serve hot cider by the fire and they put it in a Dixie cup. Yummy, I am hunting for a pumpkin, one that is freaking stunning. Orange color, round and fatty, that's what would make me happy. I'll buy me a dozen, cause I love 'em. Gonna take 'em home and gonna pry 'em open. Throw 'em in the oven, make pumpkin pie. Yeah, bake it on high. Ooh, whipped cream on top. Eat some tonight. Yeah, we doing big pumpkins full of seeds. Check 'em out now. Big pumpkins, like orange and green. We doing big pumpkins every Halloween. Hit up the pumpkin patch. They got every kind that you need. Yo, yo, yo. Big pumpkins full of seeds. We doing big pumpkins. Give 'em a squeeze. I'm rubbing big pumpkins all over me. Cause at the pumpkin patch, happiness is guaranteed. Yeah, they got big corn maze 100 meters wide. Getting lost and now I'm stuck inside. Made it out just in the nick of time. Gotta hop onto the tractor ride. Ooh, I think this ride is awesome. That's because I called shotgun. Some kid wants to sit in the front and I say, kid, that's not my problem. I'm a very picky person when I'm picking pumpkins. Picky in a big way. Wanna get gored, that's great, eh? Buck some curvy like Kim K. Go take a look at the pumpkins out in the field. They litter the flow. So many shades of orange skin. It's like I'm in Jersey Shore. Carving a jack-o'-lantern. It's so rad, you just can't handle. Put it on the porch outside. It shines so bright all cause I used a candle. No stencil, but when I woke up the next day, my pumpkin was gonzo. Cinderella called it Uber and she rode it back home. So shout out to the patches for making pumpkins a passion. And I hope that they cash in, cause they're growing the fruit so massive. What an attraction. There's donuts caked in cinnamon, apple cannons, fire and real quick, snap a pic for the Instagram. Wanna go back again? We doing big Big pumpkins, carved and clean. Dig 'em out now. Big pumpkins, they'll rot in a week. I'm buying big pumpkins with cash only. And there are no returns, so I will not need a receipt. No, no, no. Big pumpkins full of seeds. We do win big pumpkins with supple physiques. And also mini pumpkins looking like babies. Cause when a mommy loves a daddy pumpkin, they can conceive baby pumpkins. Wow, yeah.
Record pumpkin here at one time?
Yes. Last year he was the Ohio record for a GPC sanctioned event. I cannot think of his number.
2266.
I want to say 2266. Yeah.
2266.
Yeah.
Imagine you were number 13. That would be the greatest thing ever. Wednesday.
What's the deal with the orange jacket?
You get a jacket when you hit 2,000 pounds.
And is there somebody here with one of those?
Rick has one on.
Oh,
Both Rick and Doug have one.
okay,
have
so the
jackets
guy's standing over there with the emblem on the back?
on. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then they get different patches. Like I think Rick said he has a 2,200 pound patch that he gets to put on, but you get the jacket once you hit 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
And you also get t-shirts like for your different weight classes. So like if, say Wednesday hit 1,600 pounds, I'd get a 1,600 pound t-shirt.
Oh, wow.
I think that there's probably something inside. You know, here, let's go.
What does he need, restroom?
No, you gotta spit out his yellow.
So there was no problems transferring the pumpkin from your farm to here?
No, no.
How far of a travel was that?
About 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to say it took us that long this morning. Went nice and slow. Rick was very nice.
And the road was pretty smooth?
Yeah, there was a couple spots it was bumpy, but we had it strapped down and blankets on it, and then another like a actual strap made for pumpkins.
Yeah.
And there weren't any issues. Pretty a very impressive lineup.
So
today.
all these pumpkins, like the big ones, what do the people usually do with or plan for these after this event?
Most sell. They'll get the seeds out of them to sell the seeds themselves.
And who does that?
Who sells them?
No, who gets the seeds out?
Oh, the grower.
Oh, so you're going to cut into the pumpkin and take the seeds out?
I won't do that. My pumpkin is being sold to a gentleman by the name of Dave Steltz, and he will take the seeds out for us, and he'll mail them to my other coach, Doug.
Okay. And then when they take those seeds out, do they? Is there any curing or
Yes.
do they?
Yep. You dry them. There's a way to dry them.
Yeah.
And then there's like I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I want to say that there's a float test to find out if the seed's viable or not.
Oh, okay.
And you don't really know how many you're gonna get. I think Doug said one year he got maybe 500 out of a pumpkin.
Wow.
But you could open her up and there could only be 100.
Yeah.
So you won't know until you get in there.
And then, are you you'll save some of those for yourself?
Yeah, well, say the club that everybody belongs to, I believe they get 100 seeds because they do seed auctions in January. And
Does
then
it help raise money for the club then?
helps raise
Okay.
helps raise money for the club. I believe goes towards the prize money for these. And then we'll, I don't know what my plans are with the rest yet. It's
Yeah.
a lot of seeds to have.
So, the type or variety of these pumpkins, are they all pretty much in the same family?
They're all Atlantic giant pumpkins.
Atlantic giant pumpkins?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, like the fact that one over there is so pale.
Mm-hmm.
What's
It's just what the original seed was and what it was crossed with.
Oh,
My
okay.
pumpkin should not be orange. My pumpkin was a Bach. It was a 12 and a half Bach seed that was white. We crossed it with Rick's 2042 Kaismore seed, and it came out orange.
Oh,
and
nice.
they told me when they planted when my pumpkin came on the vine, they were telling me I was going to have a white pumpkin.
Okay.
And then with the fertilization, it
Okay,
ended
it
up-
sounds like they're starting away.
Yep.
We'll go over.
Yep.
You excited?
Yes, I don't know what I am. I don't know if I'm
like-
nervous or excited or just like, I don't know.
Well, you did a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
accurately to the chart. Or if you get something really high and narrow, it would not measure accurately to the chart. So the chart is all kind of designed around uniformity. Sure, most of us want to plant pumpkins from a pumpkin that went heavy. So we would take that into account. All right, Rick Kismore, where you at? Come on up here. Bring your neighbor with you. So this next pumpkin that's coming in, we got to talk just a little bit about it. Hang on, guys, because this is something we need to. Yeah, just give me 1 second here. Rick, I'm going to let you grab the mic. Okay. So this is Rick Kismore, everybody, Doug's dad, and we were at his house, and you lost your biggest pumpkins this year. But this young lady, Julie Kent, was there, and Rick, I'll let you explain. They're neighbors, and Rick facilitated her getting started, so you can take it from there.
Julie's dad has a skid steer, and he's always loaded my pumpkins for me. And last fall, her oldest son came over one night and talked to me about the pumpkins, and he seemed just really into it. So this spring, I went over and I asked Julie, I said, hey, if you're interested, if you or Ethan want to grow a pumpkin, I said, I'll help you, because they got plenty of land. So she said, well, I'll let you know. So 2 or 3 days, she said, okay, I'm in on the pumpkin. So I went over and filled up a 30 by 30 area in her backyard, 900 square feet. She went down to Ohio Earth Food, got a 50-pound bag of Revitapro, and we spread that on there. And Doug started her a seed, and we planted it on May 26th. May 26th, pollinated on July 6th, and after that, all this pumpkin got was water. And she did everything I told her as far as plant care, burying vines, this and that. And as the pumpkin was growing, she went over it with a fine-tooth comb daily. Believe me, I have lots of pictures on my phone from our everyday pumpkin. So she did an excellent job, and I'm real excited.
So you didn't hear her say, but the other thing she did was gave it a lot of love daily. So Julie,
her name is Wednesday. The pumpkin's name is Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay. So Julie, I'm going to let you have the mic now. So kind of describe your feelings, your emotions going through all this as a first-year grower, what it's been like.
Well, my family will tell you I love this pumpkin more than them. With the amount of time I spent with her. No, it's been a blast. I have learned about something that I've seen Rick doing for, since 2020. We would always go back and watch him. I'd go back there and you see him and you're like, oh, that's yeah, sure, that's amazing. But then when you actually grow them, you're like, that's really amazing. Like, I did that.
So were you measuring fairly once a week?
Yeah.
Once every 10 days?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, this is the thing I got to ask.
Did you like my book?
No, I didn't see your book.
No. Okay.
What are you going to do different next year? Because, I know you took good care of it, but, if you didn't do a lot of fertilizing and all this other business, you're probably looking at this thing pretty hard now, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to rely on him again to give me pointers. And Doug, yes, and my head coach, Doug.
Your head coach, Doug. So, great experience. This pumpkin estimates the weight at 1,778 pounds. So, no personal best, first year grower. Beautiful pumpkin, 1,100 square foot plant, 16 feet out on the main vine. This came out of Jim Box 2012.5, and it was pollinated by the Kismore 2042. So, first year in the top 10, okay, by measurement. Don't know much about that Bach other than I think it goes heavy, doesn't it? Yeah, so that'll, oh, he said it looks good. All right, it's the moment of truth. This is what we talk about, wrapping up your growing season, the emotion, the whole 9 yards. It's awful quiet out there. What do you think, guys? Gonna go heavy? How about first year pumpkin? 2,029 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. Rick said, I think you should retire. I think you need to get a picture or two, yeah. Got it. Yeah, that's your first year. Yeah, that's your first 2,000 pounder, folks. Higher. Oh, there you go. Hold it to one side so we can see your smile. There you go. There you go. Your pumpkin's so big. All right, Doug's got to get some there. Then we got to get some family. All right, let's jump in there, coaches. Doug, get in there. You're going to get a picture taken.
Hold it up. Hold it up. Lead it up front.
Oh, there you go. Got to get the rest of the family in there. One more. Hey, Julie, I bet you it hurts when you beat your coach. That's a sign of a good coach. Big round of applause one more time for Julie Kent. Yep. All right. Which number was that, Nick? Number 8? 9? That was our number 9 pumpkin.
I can't believe it. Thank you.
Carefully